All right. Good morning to everyone out there in Zoom land and YouTube world. We are going to be getting started in exactly 2 minutes, giving a chance for everyone to like, share, invite others on. We are currently on Zoom, YouTube, as well as Clubhouse. So however you can get this shared out for us, we're gladly appreciative. This is the Financial Friday segment for the AK Legacy Foundation. It is being presented by Women in Business. And we have a special guest with us today, Ms. Rhonda C. Watson. So we'll get more into that in just a second. So take another minute while we're waiting to invite others on, to share, like, put your questions in the comments, and we'll get ready to go. All right, good morning, everybody. This is Candy Martin. I am coming to you today. We are going to be talking about Financial Friday. It's Friday. Look, and let me see, I'm going to be all incorrect. I'm going to show you guys my shirt for today. It says, "Do me a favor and mind my business." You know, it's Financial Friday. We wear green. We try to anyway. And we try to promote our business and other businesses. It's just all about finances. And I know you saw the topic and it says, "Is customer service dead?" How does that correlate to our finances? Look, let me tell you, if you have terrible customer service, you'll find out uh, how that correlates to your finances in regards to your business, your organization, your ministry, your school, whatever you're into. You have to have great customer service. So let me start over. Let me get proper. And let me welcome a few folks to our Clubhouse family today. It will be basically listen only mode in Clubhouse today. Every third Friday, we'll do our Ask the Expert segment from our foundation. And so you guys get to listen in, hear the conversation. If you like, we're on Zoom and we're also on YouTube. The Zoom ID is 802-245-6395. And today we have with us Ms. Rhonda Watson. She is a customer service expert. I had the pleasure of meeting her on Clubhouse. So those of you who are not on Clubhouse, shame on you, get on there. You just never know where these dots may get connected. All right, so let's get this show rocking and rolling. Financial Friday, topic of the week is Customer Service Dead, October 21st, 2022, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. We're live streaming now on Clubhouse under Women in Business. Where you can catch us on Zoom, 802-245-6395 is the Zoom ID number, as well as on our YouTube channel at AK Legacy Foundation. Today, we have the pleasure of having on with us Ms. Rhonda C. Watson, a customer service consultant. I like to consider her as an expert. I have had the pleasure of listening to her, and I was like, man, she's awesome. I got to get her on. And so we're going to get right into it. We're going to get right into it. All right. And as I already stated, this is being presented by the AK Legacy Foundation, and I am your host, Candy Martin. I am the founder of the organization. And our Women in Business organization, let me tell you a little bit about us and what it is that we do. We like to bring women together so that they can showcase their talent, their skill set, and bring forth their expertise. We like to spotlight their businesses. We like to bring awareness to what it is that they're doing. And that way, you all get to know who we are. And we believe in promoting women businesses. Like I always say, if you ever heard me talk, the men have golf, so we gotta have tea. All right. So, and if you want to know more about what we do and how we do it, go to our website, aklegacyfoundation.org. And there we kindly accept donations as well so that we can continue the work that we do, which is financial literacy, which is a little bit of what we're going to do today. You'll hear us dropping some nuggets about finances in between our conversation. We also do help women develop their business, which we're doing right now. We're going to be talking about customer service. If you have terrible customer service, how do you plan on making any money? And then we also help with disaster relief as we can. So, like I said, as always, we're always grateful and appreciative of any donation of any amount. All right, so let's get on with the show. I want to introduce to you Ms. Rhonda C. Watson. I am going to let her tell you about herself and what it is that she do. I find that when we read these bios, it doesn't have the same effect if we were reading it on a paper. I think when we have the opportunity to have people live and in color, it's best to let them explain because we can hear their heart. We can, they can give us their flair. And as always, this is an opportunity for them to showcase their business. So I'm going to allow Miss Rhonda C. Washington to tell us about herself. And you all I've already talked enough. So I'll come back later. So Miss Rhonda, let's tell the people who you are and how we can connect with you as well.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Rhonda Watson. I am your customer experience consultant. I help small business owners with their customer service experience plan as they build their revenue, as well as their reputation, their customer relationships, so that they can have memorable moments with each and every customer that they serve. It is all about the serving for me. I believe in serving our customers with the highest level of excellence as well as exceptionality. And that's what I do. So, Candy, thank you so much for having me here this morning. I greatly appreciate it.
Oh, no, the pleasure is all mine. Look, let me tell you something. Uh, when I almost turned my seat over, I was like, yes, somebody else get it. I heard you on one of our Financial Fridays, and I don't know how we got on the subject. We kind of were talking about it, and I got on the room you were in, and I was like, she is consistently saying what I be saying when I go to these drive-throughs. I'm like, they need Miss Rhonda. you know, and so I don't want to get ahead. I have a few questions that I want to ask you. Tell us where you tuning in from. Where are you
I am in
located?
Brooklyn. I'm in Brooklyn, New York. Yes.
Yay! Look, I have never been to New York. Shame on
Okay.
me, but I am working on it. It is on my hit list. Trust me.
Good.
I am currently in Slidell, Louisiana, which is about 20 miles outside of New Orleans. And so we're coast to coast right now. So I tell you all, it's so important to network. We just come
Mhm.
off of our fourth annual business conference, our Women in Business business conference. Let me tell you, we had people from across the nation. And one of the main things we were all consistently saying how important it is to network, how important it is to exchange phone numbers, to collaborate, to go on each other's website, to follow each other on social media, because you never know where that may lead. So Miss Wanda is in New York, but guess what? Customer service is down here in New Orleans. So you just never know where the connections will lead, whether it's business, whether it's a relationship. And we're big on relationships over transactions, but come on, let's keep it real. We all want to increase in our business because there are things we want to do for our communities, for our families. And so to do that, you got to get out of your little corner and you got
Absolutely.
to connect. So
Absolutely.
right here, we have New York and Louisiana on a Zoom. I'm excited. I'm
Yes, I
excited.
am too.
All
Thank you
right.
so much.
Oh,
Yes.
no problem. So let's get right into our questions. I'm going to pull them up because I have so many. And so we only have, about 30, 45 minutes. We won't be all day because this is a topic that can go all day.
I can.
All right. So, Miss Rhonda, I'm going to put you in the hot seat. And right off the bat, tell us what customer service is. What is the definition of it?
Customer service is really about the hospitality. It's about customer service is just one element of the customer experience. Customer service has branched out to something totally different now. People want an experience. They want that memorable, positive experience. So it's no longer just about the service. It's about the experience that you provide when your customers come online or when they come to your brick and mortar. So what you're trying to do is not only retain the customers, but you're trying to give them a reason to talk about you, to drop your business into a room that you probably will never be in. You want your name to be mentioned not only in the ministry of a church, but also in a boardroom. So creating those experiences for customers are very important. It's vital now.
Oh, wow. I hear that word experience, experience. So when you think of experience related to customer service, it's like it take it to another level. It's no longer, customer service is making sure the food is hot, making sure it's served on time. I mean, that doesn't take much personality to do that. So to provide an experience, there's that next level, that something extra. And so we're not gonna do any name dropping, but we all can think of fast food place number A, fast food place number B, and we can think of, okay, they're doing customer service, their job,
Mhm.
and then there's this other place that's giving you a whole experience that's like you look forward to going to pay them.
Exactly.
We're not going and they're gonna give you free food, but you're almost
Absolutely.
like, can I leave a tip? They're like, no, we're fast food drive through. There's no tipping. Just get the food and go. So to me, I hear that word experience as something enjoyable, almost like going to Disneyland when you go into certain establishments. I have a tax firm and I pray that I'm giving, this is not the happiest of topics, when people come in and get their taxes. So to give them an experience mean I have to do more than just prepare their taxes. So let's talk about that experience. Is it worth it? Is it worth going the extra mile? So what is your spin on that?
Of course, it's great to go the extra mile. And I revert this question back to anyone that's listening. Do you want good customer service or do you want a great experience? Because 82% of people that have been surveyed, they say they are willing to pay extra for that great experience. We wonder why when you hear like Make-A-Wish Foundation, they
Mhm.
ask the people, where do you want to go? Where do you want to spend your last moments? You know, and they share they want to go to Disney. Well, why? What is it about Disney? It's the memory, it's the positivity, it's the energy that is given while you're there. So when you create your customer experience, there's some things that you need to put into place. And I'm going to share just one main one. It's the energy.
Oh.
It's the energy. Um, your energy, it bounces off of the room, of your brick and mortar. Your energy is also in your website. So you have to just create that energy, that welcoming energy, that energy that will allow people to say, you know what, I like it here. I like the smiles. I like the pleasantries. I like the hospitality. Even in your business, as much as you say it may be, a little challenging, you could create an experience for your customers. So it's wherever you go as a business owner, you can create an experience for your business.
All right, so we got experience and energy. And I
Mhm.
heard you mention website. And so just kind of keep taking notes, and we'll try to come back through. What I would like to do is kind of not run through. I want to go through the questions to make sure we get it out there. Look, let me tell you all, take full advantage of webinars and podcasts such as this. This is information that you normally would pay for. And you should, rightfully so. And so we thank Ms. Rhonda for coming on and sharing her expertise with us. This is our part of our efforts to educate our communities, to offer financial literacy, to offer business development. And it's just the kindness of strangers to come on and share the things that they've put blood, sweat, and tears in to freely give it. And so we thank Ms. Rhonda for that. And we pray that the Lord bless you 100-fold tremendously for that. And we're going to partner with him in making sure that happens by sharing your business. So we'll get back to that. So the next question is, how did you develop your care about educating others about customer service? I mean, like, why do you care that why do you care? I mean, you could just be offering great customer service for your folks, and then why share it with us?
I'm a caring and compassionate person, first off. So because of that and the experiences that I've had, I would like to see businesses flourish. And a lot of reasons why businesses end up closing for whatever reason. It could be the product, it could be the service, it could be a combination of both. But if you give good customer service, even if the product is not good, and you decide to revamp your business, your customers who are loyal to you will return to you. And what I've experienced is I go into some places and it's unprofessional, it's dingy, it's unkept, it's loud unnecessarily. I'm trying to be polite with my words.
Look, she's threading real, and look, she's biting her tongue because she want to call some of these places out by name. I'm like, while she's talking, I'm like, yep, that place there, yep. So we have these mental visuals of all the things you're saying.
Right. It's very it's when I come in as a customer experience consultant to your business and I do an audit, I look at these things. I look at if you have a restaurant, how far the seats are apart from each table. How's the lighting? I look at it when I go into a supermarket, I'm conscious of the lighting. So I want to see my fruits and vegetables in a natural light. When I get home, it looks different. I consider that. I consider it from your curb to your doorway. I consider your doorway to your checkout counter. How is it? Is it spacious? Is the lighting good? Is your flooring good? How is your Wi-Fi? Do I feel safe in your business? I look at how you're handling the food if it's a restaurant. I look how your clothes are being hung up or your clothes on the floor. Is there a safety issue? As I said, I'm big on safety because I studied with Israel. When I went over to Israel to study for my degree, I noticed these things. These are things that you have to pay attention to the detail. Your customer experience is not only energy, but paying attention to the details, the little things that may turn someone off. So in order for you to understand the energy and the details, you also have to understand in your customer experience, creating that customer experience, you have to be able to identify and study your customers in the community that you serve.
All right.
Even online.
Details. And look, my husband, he's like, can you just sit down and enjoy the food? No, I'm critiquing the whole place. Like, why is the floor like that? Why is the trash can by my table? I mean, I am he call it nitpicky, but look, let me tell you, I pay attention to details because I truly believe, like you said, every aspect of your business makes the totality of the experience. Exactly. I don't care how good the food is. If I haven't even placed my order and I'm in a terrible mood now, I don't even want to order. I have literally gotten up and left places, not because of the food, because of the customer service, the interest, the odor, the lighting, things of that nature. I know some of these restaurants have the move set lighting. I hate it. I mean, can I see? I need to, first of all, when you get a certain age, the menu, you know, the menu is already too small. Can I get some light over here, you know? So you gotta,
Well, I get what you're saying, but if that's the restaurant, if that's the ambiance that they're creating for their customers, I understand that because there are certain restaurants. My niche for me is restaurant.
okay,
And if you are serving $100 platter,
come on.
there has to be a certain ambiance.
Right.
Especially after a certain hour, the lighting is a bit different. And that's why sometimes they have the tea light candle. So you'd be like, oh, okay, let me see. So yeah, I get it. Um, and that's the thing. There's certain restaurants, the food is awesome. The service can be so much better. They can
Yes.
elevate their service where instead of you paying $15 for a plate, instead of your customers paying 15, they can actually be paying 20 to 25 if you
Yeah.
know how to create that customer experience.
Right. Right. And this is what I do business advising, just so you guys kind of know a little bit about my perspective. Miss Rhonda says she goes in, she does audit, customer service audit. So she's going in, you know, right off the bat, checking, you know, like a checklist, and she's making sure that she goes back to the owner and relate to them. Hey, if you do these things, this is where you can improve. And so for me, it's like I'm almost straddled the fence because I'm a customer and then I'm doing the advising to the business owner after they've gotten an audit from someone like Ms. Rhonda. And I find that they don't understand that if your employees do not buy into your vision,
Mm.
they could do you a disservice, which means you'll have the best entree, you'll have the best intention, but the customer service would run off your potential customer. So, for example, if you go to a doctor's office and the nurse is rude, I don't care if you got the best specialist in the country, you're no longer having a good experience because the nurse, which hasn't, the patient hasn't even seen the doctor, and the whole experience is gone to kaput. So, do you find that even though the owner are on fire, they obviously they've hired you, they care, and then the employee, the person in between the customer and the owner has ruined it. So do you think that owners do a horrible job or could do a better job of relaying the vision and the passion to the people that they hire?
Okay, so now we're talking about onboarding.
Okay.
Um, when you hire someone, you should explain as a business owner. If it was my business, I would hire individuals who are in the same mindset as me. They're looking that one day they're going to move on and they're going to grow, learn and grow and move on and have their own business. So what you
Mm,
want to do is hire like-minded people
mm,
and don't be afraid to allow them to grow and learn from you. It's not competition. It's just helping the industry grow. Whatever industry it is, it's helping it to grow in that capacity. So you want to not only hire like-minded people, but you want to discuss their future plans. Where do they see themselves in the next 3 years? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? And I know for a lot of small business owners, it's like, listen, Rhonda, I'm trying to just make the pay the taxes, pay the rent, but you want to have the right energy coming from that individual that's working from you. They can be an expert at selling. They could be an expert at cooking, but if their energies are not meshing with your vision and your goals and your business goals, then you're going to have a problem because what eventually happens is they get tired, they get burnt out, and they're going to want to move on. But in the meantime, and in between time, they're affecting your business. And you don't want them to affect your business in a negative way. You want to make sure that they're there for the mission and vision that you have for your business. So you're going to speak to them. You're going to get to know them, find out what's going on with them, wherever you can help them grow and be there and be present at the time they're there working their 9 to 5 with you, or 8 to 4, whatever the shift is that they're working, you want to make sure that they're present. So, if they need a break, give it to them. I share this with business owners. Give them that break. Sometimes if a customer comes over and says, that person was rude to me, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to go at them about it right away. Sometimes they just, what, why don't you go take a 5-minute break? Go walk around the corner. Get some vitamin D on you. Let that sun hit you and revitalize you and rejuvenate you. I mean, it's a lot to it, but these are the things that now because you're trying to create an experience to keep your customer relationship going, there's some tweaking now we have to do in the industries that we serve. And that's part of it. Hiring the right people, knowing their mindset, knowing where they want to be in the future. And if you can help them on their way to the path they're supposed to be on, don't hold them back. I know a lot of business owners, they get good people. Oh, they're good. I don't want to lose them. Sometimes you have to let them go. Sometimes, you know, I'm a person of faith. So I remember about God talking about pruning. Sometimes
Mm,
you have to allow people to go and build their own garden. While you're building yours, you have to allow them. They've planted their seed, they've been there for the season. It's okay to let them go on and build their own garden. And know that you had a major role in preparing them for building their garden.
right, that is so good. And then and that kind of leads up to my next question. I have like so many, but that kind of leads up to my next question. As employers, do we sometimes forget that the employees are potential customers? Where they're customers now are going to, when they leave, like you said, go on and build their own garden.
Mhm.
They may need to collaborate with a business, and why not yours? It depends on how their customer experience was with you as an employer. For example, if you work at a major retail store, and I can speak from experience because I have worked in retail. I shop there as well. Like, hey, I get to work 10 minutes early so I can go and buy whatever it is I need, or when I get off, I shop on my way out. So sometimes employers forget that the employees are customers too. And
Exactly.
depending on how you treat me on the clock, it's going to determine how I spend my money when I
Exactly.
leave out of here.
Exactly.
And, you know,
So a lot now, so besides customer experience, now we have employee experience. And you
yeah.
have to be mindful, employers, how you treat your employees. I remember working, volunteering for a nonprofit organization. And
Uh-oh.
what happened was, somebody was supposed to start, and I heard the supervisor say that the person is not coming. And I heard the conversation between the potential employee and the supervisor. And she didn't think I heard, but the comment was to her was that I read on Indeed the reviews about your organization. They do not line up with my integrity or my ethics.
Mm.
And we have to also keep in mind there's a new generation of leaders that are emerging. Shout out to my coach, Tina Moore, Tina Moore Global. She's teaching us now about emerging leaders. And we
Okay.
have to be mindful of those leaders that are coming up. They're not taking any shorts like we did. Because I'm a woman of a certain age, I'm in my 50s. And
Looking good,
what,
girl.
thank you, what we would say, don't do this, don't leave your job before you have another job, don't do that old school mentality. These new leaders that are coming up, if it's not aligned with what they're looking for, not only money, not only benefits, but how it will help them grow professionally and personally, they're not coming. So you as a business owner, you have to have the mindset that I'm dealing with a new generation that's not taking anything off of anybody. They
Mm,
know their worth.
yes.
No one had to teach them about their worth. They understand their worth. So now when I talk to employees, I have to be mindful of how I have to be mindful overall as a business owner talking to another business owner. I have to be grateful that they're allowing me to serve them in this capacity. But I also have to remember the employees that they're dealing with. They are not only young, but they're what we would say they're strong-headed. They're
Mm-hmm.
determined to be successful.
Yes. Yes.
And you want those type of people, but you have to create an environment and an experience now for them that not only will they respect, not only will they remember, but they will mimic you and be
Mm.
good to your customers. And that's what you're looking for now.
And I swear Ms. Rhonda is all in my notes. So old school customer service versus new school customer service. She just went over that. So just give us a little snippet on that. That's kind of what I was gonna lead into asking you. What is the difference between, when we used to go to the store with our mom to going to the store now with our grandkids? What is that customer service thing looking like?
Okay, so I grew up with Gimbals, Macy's, Abraham and Strauss, Corvettes,
All right,
Alexander's,
all right,
P&S,
all right. Telling your age,
Times
but
Square
okay.
store. Yeah, and it's different. Okay, so here's some of the differences I noticed. Now in the stores, and I'm going to talk about department stores.
Mm-hmm.
There's not those individual. I remember going to Gimbals because my mom loved Gimbals. Gimbals, when you got off the escalator or the elevator, there was someone standing there. How can I help you?
Mm.
When you go into stores now, there's no one, very few salespeople are there. Old school used to train their employees in such a manner of being the greatest salespeople. They knew how to bring you the items to make you ended up buying more.
Mm.
New school, it's not like that. New school, the pros and cons to new school, I'll do it this way. The pros
Okay.
and cons to new school. You have fewer salespeople on the floor. You have take it or leave it. Some places, either you buy it or you don't. New school, they go on Yelp and Google and talk about your business. When I
Mm.
was growing up, you didn't talk about, you just told your family and friends, I'm not going back to that store.
Right.
And that was it. Um, Old school had people around, they were willing to help you, they would bring your clothes to you. Like I said, very few and far stores have that sales mentality. So if you can have a little bit of old school
Mm.
and create a new school way of doing things, like one of the things I noticed, you should study your customers.
Yes.
Get your customers' information. Find out their Facebook, find out their Instagram. And it's not to use it as a weapon, but to use it as a tool. You're finding out what they like because everyone posts nowadays.
Yes.
You can't go anywhere and somebody's not posting. They go to a restaurant, they posting the food. They go to a hair salon, a nail salon. So find out about your customers. I now understand when I was in training, now I understand the purpose of the avatar, to study your customers, to know their income, to know their disposable income, how much are they willing to splurge on themselves. These things are important to find out as a business owner. And I don't care how small, how big your business is, these are the things we have to know in order to do customer relationship and customer retention. Those two pillars are so important. They're
Yes.
just as important as the revenue and the reputation. So you want to have those, you want to create these relationships in order to know how to create a experience for your customers. I went into Torrid over the summer, and a lady walked in and they knew her name. So
Oh
as soon
wow.
as I heard them call her name, and everyone's hi, and I was like, wow. And I thought about Cheers. There was the show Cheers. I want to go
Yes.
where everybody knows my
Here's
name.
my name.
Customers like that.
Yes.
If you have a regular loyal customer, know their name. If you're a store that has garments, listen, Sheila, I'm going to get some new items. I think I'm gonna look for something for you. And when I get it, I'm gonna bring it in and I want to call you so you can come in. Customers like that experience. And
Yes,
they're willing to pay double when you treat them that way.
yes,
Wouldn't you like to know that um your stylist, Candy, picks out things just for you? When they go to buy garments, they're thinking about you.
yes,
Customers like to know that I'm your customer and I'm on your mind like that.
yes,
That's a great thing for some. So that's a way to build up your business, knowing who your customer is and studying your customer, what shoes they like, where do they like to go on vacation, what do they do for a living, how many children do they have, do you have the option of bringing in items to help their family as well? So these are things, and discounts and coupons, I'm big on that. So you want to implement some of those things also when you are built, especially this time of the year. I love this time of the year because you see the competition between the businesses.
oh
And
yeah,
old school used to always be sending out Macy's still sends out coupons. So this is the time you want to start sending out coupons, a little $10 discount. Also for business owners, and this is one, this wasn't on my list, but I'm going to add it on.
please
I
do.
told you I'm a person of faith. I believe in evangelism. You be your own business evangelist.
Yes,
You see someone with a nice hairstyle, do not be afraid to approach them. This is just a tip. It could go for any industry, but when I think about it, I think about a hair salon. You're a hairstylist and you see someone with a nice hairstyle. Do not be intimidated. Say, you know what, that's real nice. But if I was your stylist, I would have done, instead of a bob, I would have gave you an upsweep, depending on the style of the hair. And have your digital card ready so that they can invest in a digital card so
yes,
that they can swipe, log on to your social media. I want you to just and present it in such a manner. I just want you to see some of the things that I do for my clients when they come into my salon. Same thing for nails. Same thing if you have a boutique. Be your biggest cheerleader. It doesn't have to be to family and friends. It could be to a complete stranger. And one other thing I want to share, bless your business. Every day when you go on, if it's a website, bless it. Bless your business, bless the customers, bless your employees. These are key elements to get that welcoming energy into your business.
yes, yes. Look, on Clubhouse, you got a fan over here, Miss Rhonda, Norisa Eden.
Oh, that's my sis.
Yeah, she's on Clubhouse evangelizing for you. Okay, so just know you got some help, you got some backup.
Thank you, Narissa. That's my
So
sister.
we want to shout out our Clubhouse family. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know today is not a conversation on Clubhouse, but we are over here getting the information. She called you a customer service guru, so I'm gonna go with that. And I'm
Thank
gonna
you. Thank
also
you.
receive what you said earlier in your talk a few minutes ago. You said my stylist is gonna pick out clothes for me. Look, you are all in the spirit. Look, I'm like, I need a makeover. I need somebody to take what I see for me and
Mhm.
give it to me in clothes. I don't
Mhm.
like, look, when I buy clothes, they gotta match. I gotta have the shirt and the pants. Don't give me the shirt and then I gotta go find the pants. It'll never
Right.
happen. So
Right.
my closet is like, so if you're out there and you're a stylist, I'm giving you a tip. You heard what you just said. Look, find me. I'm good at buying pieces, but putting them together when I get home is a totally different story.
Right.
So to have somebody to go and get the pieces together, shop for me for my right size, for my taste. Don't
Mhm.
forget I'm a woman of God, and put it together. And don't have me looking like somebody's grandmama, even though I am a Mimi. I'm not a grandmama. It's the difference.
Mhm.
Get
Absolutely.
me together, and I could see me paying for that service. So that is so true. Some people call that, oh, you just being lazy. No, I'm staying in my lane. I know taxes. I know insurance. That's me. I
Mhm.
clothes and stuff. Please, I don't even have time to do that. So me paying for a personal shopper, I see value in that. So like you said, learn your customers. If someone could learn my schedule and learn what I like and say, okay, let me help me get what I need, I could see paying double for that.
Right.
I get it, Miss Rhonda. You also talked about how the old school may not be embracing Yelp. They may not be like Yelp. What is Yelp? I actually just started on my Yelp. I got the Google down pat. Matter of fact, I will be teaching a Google workshop to our women in business members because I want them to get on Google. It's been a
Mhm.
great tool for me. I thank God for the favor I have on Google. I have 52 reviews and all of them are 5-star. I
That's
don't take it
wonderful.
lightly. But trust me, I had to I had to work for it. And so we gotta take, and the younger generation, they need to get some of our old school skills. Say good morning,
Mm,
say hi, wave or something. They have that text me. Everything is through text. I need to hear
mhm,
your voice. I need to, so I think the marrying of the two is so important for customer
mhm.
service. It's
Absolutely.
just so many good nuggets. I hope y'all are sharing this and look, go and watch the replay because these nuggets that Miss Rhonda is dropping, you need to write these down. You need to do an assessment of your business and make sure you're on target. So I hear we've been talking a lot about employees and employers. What about the solopreneurs? Those that is the one-man band. How does customer service work for them? There are no employees. It's just them and their website or them and their cell phone. How should they make sure that their customer service has an experience?
Well, for a solopreneur, I would really begin my day with a meditation and
Mm,
envision how you would like your day to be. Create what it is that you're trying to do. Like, once again, you still have to study. You got to do your work. And even as a solopreneur, certain things you should be able to designate to others, delegate to others. Get yourself a virtual assistant to do certain things for you. If you know that you're by yourself, you need help. I
mm,
am one, it took me until I was 50 to realize it's okay to ask for help. God will provide.
yes.
He will provide. So ask for help. And you'll be surprised. It may not be family. I've learned now more than ever. It's not always family and friends. You would love for it to be your family and friends, but it's the strangers. I'm grateful to my C4 family. I'm grateful to Dr. Eric Kelly now. He's helping me as well with my business because there's so much to learn. So as a solopreneur, you're always learning. Delegate some of the work. Envision your day with your customer service. Envision creating that customer service. You have to take a few minutes out. Say, for instance, you have a boutique and you're the only
Mhm.
one there. Learn to talk to the customer while they're there. Get their information while you're talking to them. Find out their birthday. Find out, what do they like, you know. And if you are a solopreneur, make sure that you continue those conversations. And it's not conversations, as I said, to use against them. It's for a tool. You want to help build a rapport with them. That relationship is very important, especially as a solopreneur. It's really important to build that relationship.
And I like one of the things you said there. I never was a fan of using the term solopreneur because I don't care what you're doing, you're gonna need help.
You're going to need help. Yeah.
Um, so even though you are a solopreneur, maybe you're the face of the business, but you're gonna need some help at some point. And so to my solopreneurs, one thing I would say to offer great customer service, make sure you have enough hands on deck. If you know you can't call everybody back, you can't get the products out on time, you just can't do it all by yourself. Hire some help. That can be virtual help, it could be
Mhm.
physical help. You can get volunteers, find you some
Yes.
internships, do what
Yes.
you have to do so
Definitely.
that your customer still has a great experience. And a lot of these things, don't think about money as an
Mhm.
obstacle. Some of these things you may be able to ask. whether it's family or friends. What if you have a customer that faithfully comes? Look, say, hey, how would you like to be the customer of the day? And what does that look like? Come in and help me, and so you can help me learn what I need to improve on. Come on, get innovative. You just never know. So I like that. Think outside of the box, and don't forget, as a solopreneur, that you can get some help so that you can make sure that your customer has a great experience. We have another shout out for you, Miss Rhonda, on Clubhouse. So Clubhouse is hey, that's your baby. We have Miss Kitty Arsenault. She stated that when she was in her 20s, she had wanted to teach customer service and she didn't know it was a thing. And so she is loving this, that there is such a thing as teaching customer service. So any advice you would have for her, even though she's saying she used to want to teach it, what would you tell her or anyone else that
It,
want to get into
it's
teaching
not
it?
too late. It's not too late. I am 53 years old. I just had a few bad I had
Come
a
on,
few
that's one of my
challenging,
questions.
yeah, I had a few challenging experiences. I would go into beauty supply stores. I remember the last beauty supply store I went into, and the young lady was on her phone. And
Ooh,
I said, "Where? I need to find some item over there." I'm like, and it was the attitude. So if that's something you want to do, there's a few of us that teach customer service, do customer service training, and teach about the customer experience. It's not so many of us here in the United States of America. It's more an overseas thing. But yes, it's never too late. It's never too late for us to keep learning and sharing what we learn. I always say the gifts and talents that we have are to be shared with others, because they always say the richest place is the cemetery.
yep,
I do not want to die with this. I want to share it, because it's not about only me. It's about me helping build up the kingdom of God in this
yes,
manner, because your business is a divine idea. A few weeks ago, Tina Moore had an event online. She had a business summit, and it was from idea to income to impact. And I went one step ahead and said, your idea is a divine calling on you to create a business that will have an impact on others that you will serve. Do not worry about the income, worry about the impact, because the impact is going to be more memorable than the income. The income is going to come, it's going to flow, yes, but that impact is a positive memory that somebody is going to realize it has changed their life. Your business can change the life of someone else. Your business, if you create the right experience, can change someone's day. They could
wow,
come in miserable, but because of the experience that they had with you, it can change their whole perspective of their day. And that's what we want to do. We want to help change the day from a negative experience to a positive experience. We want to be part of their restful nights. We want to be part of serving them so that they will serve others.
yes.
That's what we should be thinking about doing for one another.
Yes, love it, love it. That kind of sums up our weekend last week for our women's conference, and our business conference. And it's going to be next year in October, October 13th, 14th, and 15th. We're going to be in Atlanta, Georgia.
Ooh.
Go to our website. Come on, Miss Rhonda. We're going to need you. Come on, go ahead and block it out. We need a whole segment on customer service. And I think everybody out there will agree with me. Look, that was the thing. Even though we're a nonprofit organization, we're a business.
Mhm.
And that's one of the things we were teaching. Look, you're here to make a difference. Even though it's your business, to earn income, you're also there to impact the lives of others. People are going to come into your establishment to buy your clothes, to buy your insurance, to buy your books. But in the midst of the transaction,
Mhm.
be listening, be sensitive, let Holy Spirit lead you, have your ear open. They may say something that would trigger a conversation about the kingdom, you
Mhm.
know. And even though you're out there doing business, and I know, if even if you're in corporate America and you're a manager, there's a certain protocol. We know that Holy Spirit is a gentleman, not going to push yourself, not going to cause a ruckus and a scene, but be attentive. you're doing more than just selling product. And I always say, if you take care of God's business, He'll take care of your business. Don't worry about it. And someone may say, I'm having a terrible day. You don't have to give them scriptures and have an altar call and all that. Just a kind word, a hug. Let them know that you care. You just never know. And so we need to be more attentive in our business doings. I heard our pastor talk Sunday. He mentioned, we're so busy being successful, we forget about being successful. And being successful is winning souls for the kingdom. And we might just water a seed. We're nice to them. They can say, you know what, you the nicest thing that somebody said to me all day. Or, hey, I had a great experience. I was having a horrible morning, but I came in here and you said good morning. My coffee my coffee was extra hot, or, that experience. You may not even mention the word faith. You might not even mention God's name, but just your attitude toward them. Show them that there's still some good people in this world, that God is still alive because of the way we treat others. You just got to be mindful of it. Even if you don't even open your mouth, just a smile. And so with that, that leads to one of the last questions is, do you think, Ms. Rhonda, is customer service dead?
No, customer service is not dead. It needs some, I will say this, it needs revised, it needs some revision.
It's on life support.
It needs some revision. It needs some reconstructing, and it needs Rhonda. That's what
All
it needs.
right,
It
I
needs
love
Rhonda.
it. She said it needs Rhonda. That's what I'm talking about.
It's very important that it's very important in this day and age that we remember that we're here to serve one another. We're all customers. One way or the other, we're all customers. So serving each other is very important. We want to serve each other with an attitude of gratitude. I'm grateful for those who I serve, and I'm grateful for those who serve me. That's how I love it. So let us be grateful for the customers we have, for the employees that we have. Let's be grateful for the business that we have as well. It's so important that we remember who we are and whose we are, and our purpose and the plan that we have. We see it as a business for income. Forget about that. Don't worry, the income is going to come. I like when we talk about church, I like to say, and I say this in my sister Narissa's room, build up the marriages, build up the unity. And I always say that, build up the unity in marriage, and the building fund will be taken care of.
Whoop, whoop.
Build up your relationship with your customers, and the income will come, because God gave you that divine idea. He's going to make sure that the lights won't go out. And I'll say this, even if the lights do go out, He'll give you another business idea that will make you twice as much, sometimes 3 times as much as you already lost. So do not be afraid, but just treat people with empathy, kindness, respect, and compassion. You don't know what that single mom or dad had to go through to buy those sneakers in your business.
Come on.
So treat them with the respect that they rightfully deserve. Don't treat people the way you want to be treated, because people don't always want to be treated the way you want to be treated. But treat them with the respect that they rightfully deserve. Learn your customers, because your customers are going to tell you what they want. Are you going to be able to give it to them all the time? No. But you will strive and thrive by trying to do your very best to give them what they need, to put a smile on their face, and to drop your business name or your brand, wherever they go. Always remember, one person at least has 4 friends. I call it the car syndrome.
Okay.
One person has 4 friends. And in that midst, they get together, they talk. You want that one person that came into your business to drop your business name. And now those 4 friends are going to tell their 4 friends, and so on and so forth. So always remember, your business is not only for you, Your business is not only about the income, it's about the impact.
All right, look, y'all, I'm speechless, Miss Rhonda. This has been. I've learned some things talking to you. I've gotten excited again. I was thinking of all kind of ideas. Like I was like, well, maybe I need to have a customer appreciation. I mean, like I'm going back to the drawing board, even though the topic for today was birthed out of my desire to see an improvement in customer service. Um, I can and I can name some places I've gone that I probably won't ever go back unless somebody come to me and say, girl, they done fired everybody and they done started over from scratch, you know. But then I can think of some places that I look forward to going. And I'll name drop really quick. And look, they're not paying me. They probably don't even know what Clubhouse is or whatever. But there's a restaurant in Mandeville, Louisiana called Mandeville Seafood.
Mm.
I found them by accident, and every single time the food has been fresh, tastes good, never had a problem. The customer service has been top tier, but they're dressed with t-shirts and jeans and they smile. They remember my name. They probably should remember my name as much as I go, you know. But every time I have a guest from out of town, that's where I take them. I don't take them to the fancy restaurants. I'm like, look, girl, put on some casual clothes. This is where we're going. And they have such a good experience. I've had just recently for the conference, the chef, Chef Felicia Guimont. She is a celebrity chef.
Okay.
Very, if you've been around Felicia, you know how she is about food. She's
Mhm.
very particular about the service. She went twice in one weekend because the service was so good, the food was so good.
Okay.
And and every time I walk in, they'll say, "Hey, where's your granddaughter?" If I don't have her with me, they'll say, "Hey, Miss Candy, are you ordering your usual?" You know, just the fact that they know me, and if they have a new person, the person that's been there say, "Hey, I got her. This is Miss Candy. Let me, you know." And and this is not a place that you would think would offer this. But let me tell you, I would spend, and look, if they ever got my order, they got my order wrong one time, let me tell you. And it wasn't, you know, it was just something else. And even though it was, I said, you know what? I'm going to eat this because obviously this is what I was supposed to have today. You know,
Okay.
so I mean, that's how good the customer service is, and you want that experience. And so that's kind of where and then I would compare when I go other places. This place has set the bar. So when I go somewhere else, I'm like, not happy.
Yeah.
The food
Yeah.
don't even taste good. I just don't have a good experience. And so that's what birthed this topic for me. And I want us to have that same attitude when it comes to our nonprofit organization, when
Absolutely.
it comes to our ministries. I love what you said, build up the marriages, the building fund will be taken care of. I believe if you build up the businesses in the church, you know, or give the business owner something, that they would help fund the vision that the pastor has cast.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You build up the youth, you know, now you have the younger generation, you know, they don't just shove them in a room, you know, give them an experience.
That's right.
So will they'll bring more young people in. I mean, we can just go on and on.
Mhm.
So I really love what Ms. Rhonda said. This interview will be on our website, as you can see here, the aklegacyfoundation.org. I will get it uploaded sometime today, and it will be here readily available for replay. I will put Ms. Rhonda's contact information on there as well. So if you want to reach out to her, you'll have that a little later today. But Ms. Rhonda, in the meantime, how do you want people to reach out to you?
They can reach me via email at Rhonda at 3evisions with an S.com. They can go to my website, which is www.3evisions.com. They can also reach me on IG at 3evisions.com. I mean, 3evisions on IG. So those are the ways that you can reach out to me.
And don't worry if you're driving and you didn't get all that, don't worry. I'm going to put all of that when we post the replay on our website.
Okay.
On aklegacyfoundation.org. You're going to click on Ask the Expert because she is an expert and we interviewed her today.
Okay.
You can go to our media tab on our website. It's going to say Ask the Expert, and there you will find the replay. You'll find her contact information, and also we'll on YouTube. I'll go back and I'll edit it. Right now, it just has the generic, but when I go back, I'm going to put all of the information of how you can get in touch with Ms. Rhonda. please reach out to her if you want her to come and do an audit for your business. And I'm sure there's some things she can do virtually. So no matter where you are, connect with her. And I'm going to work on getting her down to that conference next year. I'm putting it out there. Look, I got all these witnesses, so I'm putting it I'm putting it out there. I don't know. We'll talk offline. I won't put you on the spot like that.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
I'm just throwing it out there just in case you're looking for something to do next year, October 13th through the 15th. I got a place you can be down in Atlanta, Georgia. But anyway, I want to thank you for taking your time. I want to make sure that our listening audience, whether you're on Clubhouse, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, you can find us. On Instagram, we're WNBVIP. Please follow and like, save us. On Facebook, it's Women in Business, Clubhouse Women in Business, and of course, on YouTube, it's under the aklegacyfoundation.org. And once again, I want to thank everyone for taking the time out of your Friday. Remember, this is Financial Friday, and today we are talking about good customer service, which means if you provide an experience, have great energy, pay attention to detail, and work on your employer relationship. All of these things will increase your bottom line at the end of the day. And above all, you take care of God's people as you serve them, and God will bless you tremendously. So, Ms. Rhonda, any final words you want to leave with the audience?
I just want to say thank you, Candy, so much for allowing me to be here. And I pray over each and every business person that will hear this on the replay. I pray that your business is not only successful, but it has the longevity that you desire, and that it may be bountiful and abundant as the stars in the sky that God has created. So thank you.
Amen. I received that for myself, and I stand in agreement with you for everyone
Thank
that's
you.
listening. Look,
Thank
follow us every Friday for Financial Friday on Clubhouse, and every third Friday, join us on YouTube and Zoom, where we're going to do interviewing our Ask the Expert. And so stay tuned, stay connected, and so that you all can follow us. And once again, the replay will be posted. Make sure you share it, like it, and watch it again, take some notes, and let's see our businesses go to the next level. Remember, customer service is not dead. It is currently being revised through you. And thank you, Ms. Rhonda.